know what? Can we start this one over?
Yeah.
I got a frog in my throat at the moment. I was like, why am I continuing?
All good. Yeah, I can do this.
All right.
Ready?
Yes. Damn frog. If ever you're restless and you're feeling low, don't think that the city is the place to go. I'll tell you one thing worth thinking about. If you come in, be sure you can get back out. The great city's playboys, they're always around to help bring your hopes up, then help bring them down. They'll give you nothing worth singing about, 'cause when you're in, it's so hard to get back out. The great city called Cruel Stone, 10 million people, and each one standing alone. You're caught in a whirlpool of East Side cafes, where life is a cocktail of beads and berets, and blues are the main thing you're singing about, 'cause you're now in, and now you want back out. Hey, thanks for tuning in. For this episode, I met Provisor at Casa Amarillo, and we threw down a few tunes and had a little bit of fun with that. And later on, Jonathan Karrant joins me to share a few fun stories and insightful stories about his artist's journey, as well as a few tunes of his own. So stick around. You're caught in a whirlpool of East Side cafes, where life is a cocktail of beads and berets, and blues are the main thing you're singing about, 'cause you're now in, and now you want back out. Yes, you're now in, and now you want back out. You're now in, and now you want out. Yeah. Where's the exit?
A little edginess on that one.
Yeah. Cool. Are you originally from LA?
I am. Yeah. Born and raised.
Really? An actual Angelino.
I know.
Provisor.
I was networking since I was 2 years old.
You were what?
No, I'm kidding.
Child that play through the meadowland toward a closing door, door marked nevermore, that wasn't there before. The lonely night discloses just a passing breeze, filled with memories of the golden smile that introduced me to the days of wine and roses and you. and smile had introduced me to the days of wine and roses, the days of wine and roses, the days of wine and roses. And you. That was a pretty ending. Week for the Man, the next door neighbor. It's like that first one that makes you realize that you're done for. But it took an earthquake to find I was weak for the man. All he had to do was say please, and my heart grew weak in the knees. He could charm the birds off the trees. I'm so weak for the man, and I seek for the man. Anytime, any place, anywhere, he is there. Even though we're apart, day is night, black is white, wrong is right. When you follow your heart, when you follow your heart, feeling sorta reckless and mad. I'm living every moment I've had. I don't know if it's good or it's bad. I'm so weak for the man, and I seek for the man. Anytime, any place, anywhere, he is there. Even though we're apart, day is night, wrong is right. When you follow your heart, and I follow my heart, feeling sorta light in the head, though my heart is as heavy as lead. I know I should have stayed home in bed, but I'm so weak for the man. And I seek, I'm so weak for the man. Nice. Did you like that ending better?
Much better.
Yeah, that was really nice.
No moon at all, what a night. Even fireflies have dimmed their light. Stars have disappeared from sight and there's no moon at all. Don't make a sound, it's so dark. Even Fido is afraid to bark. What a perfect chance to park and there's no moon at all. Should you want atmosphere for inspiration, dear, one kiss will make it clear that tonight is right and bright moonlight might interfere. No moon at all up above. This is nothing like they told us of. Just to think we fell in love and there's no moon at all. No, no moon at all. What a night. Even fireflies have dimmed their light. Stars have disappeared from sight and there's no moon at all. Don't make a sound, it's so dark. Even Fido is afraid to bark. What a perfect chance to park and there's no moon at all. Should you want atmosphere for inspiration, dear, one kiss will make it clear that tonight is right and bright moonlight might interfere. No moon at all up above. This is nothing like they told us of. Just to think we fell in love and there's no moon. No moon at all, what a night. Even fireflies have dimmed their light. Stars have disappeared from sight and there's no moon. Don't make a sound, it's so dark. Even Fido is afraid to bark. What a perfect chance to park and there's no. Should you want atmosphere for inspiration, dear, one kiss will make it clear that tonight is right and bright moonlight might interfere. No moon at all up above. This is nothing like they told us of. Just to think we fell in love and there's no moon at all. No moon.
In Eureka Springs, you walk into a nightclub. How old are you when you walk into that nightclub and you ask them to accompany you on Stormy Monday?
And I should have picked different material, being, an 8-year-old kid.
You were 8 years old?
Yeah, you do not know anything about Stormy Monday when you are 8 years old. But I had a feeling they would know it, and they did. And of course, it's just a blues, so easy for them and easy for me. I had a little help from my mother there. Of course, she got me into the bar. But the crowd, I remember, I can picture the actual venue still. I don't remember ever going back to it ever, but I can picture the stage and where I walked up to get on stage with them, and the crowd went nuts for it. You know, here's this little kid in this,
Right.
you know, grungy, bluesy nightclub, you know.
Right, right. There's not many 8-year-old kids that would do that.
Well, when you're a kid, though, I think maybe you don't know how to be nervous yet.
Oh, maybe.
Or maybe some do. Maybe I was an exception. I don't know. There were other times I did not have so much courage. I mean, I got stuck in the tree in our front yard several times because I liked climbing to the very top, and it was taller than our, you know, it was like the size of a 2-story house, the tree, or as tall. So I had some assistance a few times. My courage let out once I got to the top. My mother had to climb to the top and talk me down. She wasn't too thrilled about that because she didn't want to be up there either.
Your mom?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, so your mom was very supportive of you and recognized your musicality early on, as I understand it.
Definitely. And being an artist herself, you know, helped her probably have more of an open mind and understanding to it. And my father, it took him a little longer to come around, but he did, and he's very supportive now. And you know, through high school and everything, he was very supportive.
Yeah.
But it did take him a minute to be like, well, wait a minute, what are you doing? What are you going to do for a living?
Because he's a businessman, right? You're
correct. Yeah.
Yeah. A businessman who likes to farm as well, as I understand.
Yes. Yeah. So on the weekends, we would always go to the farm and work or play, or whatever we would get ourselves into. He worked for sure out on the farm, and he still does. He loves being out there and connecting with nature. And
I'm always in admiration of people who, like you, have connected to their passion so early in their lives. Now you've been doing this for 30 years? If we start counting at the age of 7 or something.
Yeah.
Which is amazing. It's amazing.
I mean, as a kid, I knew, I want to be in show business. I wasn't sure if I was going to be an actor or a singer. But I did take acting classes. And I think all that helped, again, with this kind of music. You know, it really helps you get inside a story and act it out as a mini movie, you know.
Yeah.
To where you're really able to push meaning across to people.
Right.
And feeling.
Yeah. Yeah, because at the end of the day, that's what people want, you know, to feel something.
Right. Right. And I think they might not always remember what your set list was or what songs you sang, but if you've made them feel something, whether it be comical or some kind of emotion, I think they'll take that with them. You know, it's funny, people request sad songs more than anything.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't think it's because, you know, they want to sit there and wallow in any kind of self-pity, but I think they like the emotion that it evokes, whether it evokes it in them or whether they enjoy watching the performer become, you know, really emotional.
Yeah.
Maybe they like the vulnerability that you expose with something sad.
Where do you start? How do you separate the present from the past? How do you deal with all the things you thought would last? that didn't last, with bits of memory scattered here and there. I look around and don't know where to start. Which books are yours? Which hopes and dreams belong to you and which are mine? Our lives are tangled like the branches of a vine that intertwine. So many habits that we'll have to break, and yesterdays we'll have to take apart. Someday there'll be a song of something in the air again to catch me by surprise, and you'll be there again. A moment in what might have been. Where do you start? Do you allow yourself a little time to cry? Or do you close your eyes and kiss it all goodbye? I guess you try. And though I don't know where, I don't know when, I'll find myself in love again. I promise there will always be a little place no one will see, a tiny part deep in my heart that stays in love with you. And though I don't know where, I don't know when, I'll find myself in love again. I promise there will always be a little place no one will see, a tiny part deep in my heart that stays in love with you.
What is this thing about the job working in the Greek restaurant?
Oh dear. Yeah. This guy, I liked him. Great guy, but not so great probably. I mean, he was pretty
Right.
sleepy.
Yeah.
And he owned a supper club kind of restaurant
Uh-huh.
here in Vegas. So I would do, like a jazz set earlier in the evening, and then he would have a Greek band play late, starting like 10 o'clock. And they broke plates and all that kind of stuff. It was a really fun hang. You could find someone to take home for a fee. That's where I first started singing the song Love for Sale. I walked into the kitchen once to get a cup of coffee, and the chef was bagging cocaine into little baggies. I looked over at him and I said, "Did you learn that at culinary school?" And he was bitching and complaining about how this is not his responsibility and he didn't need to be doing things like this. But don't worry, I'm taking some for myself since he's making me do this. And I was like, okay. Oh, wow. I was a kid, idolizing someone, and then I, maybe gotten to work with them or meet them or hang with them. And it's kind of like, wow, this is happening. Okay.
The first time that happened to you, what did that feel like?
It made it made me feel more like, well, gosh, anything is possible.
Oh, that's
Why put a limiter, or why think about something in this way when you could think about it in this way and open up more doors and windows, you know? So really, that's probably what it's given me is, you know, more strength and courage to go after, you know, bigger and better things possibly.
What brought you to the place where you were like, hey, let's do something together?
I think I've worked with Joshua White more than any other pianist. We started our musical relationship in San Diego. When we were playing together regularly in California, people always came up to me and said after the show, oh, you know, you all have such a musical synergy together. And I kept getting that kind of feedback. And we both respect each other a lot. We listen to each other a lot. Yeah. We share a lot of musical tastes. So I said to him, you know, what about us doing a piano vocal album, kind of in the vein of projects like the Tony Bennett, Bill Evans albums, you know, or the Ella Fitzgerald, Joe Pass, you know, there in LA. Sarah and Josh Nelson have done, you know, piano vocal albums. Yeah. I think Jose James did one recently. And it seems like, you know, you're picking somebody that you really have a connection to with to do this more stripped down, more vulnerable album. And I think that this album, for me at least, does reflect our musical friendship. We recorded it rather than doing takes. We went through and recorded it as a whole, each song once, you know, like with a set list. I mean, and then we turned around and started over with the set list and went through the set list again.
Oh, interesting.
So, you know, to where it did have a more conversational kind of thing happening.
What feeling pops into your system when you think about the things you've experienced up until now?
An American feeling, which is, I got to do more. What's next? I got to do more. What's next? Yeah, I told my father once, he said, so, you know, things are, your career is going well. Things are, you know, are you happy? And I said, yes, I am very happy and thankful, and I live in gratitude, but I want more. Yeah. And he said, I'm glad to hear you say that, because that means you'll never be lazy. You'll always strive for more and strive for bigger and better opportunities, or, you know. Yeah. So.
That's cool.
Contentment, I have it, but I also don't listen to it, you know, every day.
Thank you so much for spending a moment with me and just chatting about your journey.
Well, thank you. Thank you. It's been a pleasure. Great conversation. And I hope to see you life-size next time I'm in Los Angeles.
You'll be able to catch Jonathan life-size with Joshua White doing songs from Shadows Fall at Vitello's on September 10th. And of course, you can get all of Jonathan's albums on Spotify, on Apple Music, on all of the streaming platforms. C'est si bon de partir n'importe où, bras dessus, bras dessous, en chantant des chansons. C'est si bon de se dire des mots doux, de petits rien du tout, mais qui en disent long, en voyant notre mine ravie. Les passants dans la rue nous envient, c'est si bon de guetter dans ses yeux un espoir merveilleux qui donne la si bon. Ces petites sensations, ça vaut mieux qu'un million. C'est tellement, tellement bon. Take it away, Aaron. C'est si bon de partir n'importe où, bras dessus, bras dessous, en chantant des chansons. Oh, c'est si bon de se dire des mots doux, de petits rien du tout, mais qui en disent long. En voyant notre mine ravie, les passants dans la rue nous envient. Oh, c'est si bon de gaieté dans ses yeux, un espoir merveilleux qui donne le frisson. C'est si bon, ces petites sensations, ça vaut mieux qu'un million, c'est tellement bon. Oh, c'est si bon, oh, c'est si bon, c'est si bon. Have you met old Jones? Someone said as we shook hands, he was just old Jones to me. Thank you so much for tuning in for the second episode, yay, of From the Inside Out. Remember to subscribe to my channel, that way when the next episode or other videos are uploaded, you'll get notified. And if you enjoyed yourself and want to leave a tip, my Venmo is at ClaudeHall. Until then, I'll leave you with a paraphrase of what I got from Jonathan. Dream big, because if you can dream it, you can have it. Now go, dream, do it. Trust that it'll show up. See you next time. Mwah. Just old Jones to me. And I said, old Jones, you're a guy who'll understand. I'm a gal who must be free. Then all at once I lost my breath, and all at once was scared to death, and all at once I held the earth and sky. Now I met old Jones, and we'll keep on meeting. Oh, we'll keep on meeting till we die. Old Jones and I, old Jones and I, old Jones and I. Yay!
All right. Cool.
It's a wrap.
We did it.
I think so.
Awesome.
Even if we didn't, I couldn't.
Yeah, we did it.
Yeah, we did it.